It's about 6 o'clock in the morning, and I realize this is probably not the best introduction because I literally have not even washed my face yet. But I really needed to go ahead and come out here and water the garden before it gets too hot and it's too late. So our garden is incredibly overgrown. My husband's a landscaper and hasn't had time to come out here and mow for me, and he always has his mowers with him. So I'm trudging through high grass and hoping there's no snakes. I have about 15-20 minutes before my youngest gets up. Sometimes she sleeps in a little bit later, so hopefully that'll be the case because she might freak out if I'm not right in there. But I've got to get this watered. But before I do that, let's see how my watermelon and cantaloupe are doing. You see them hiding in there? If you can spot them, let me know in the comments. Okay, this is the biggest one I've been waiting on. And I'm not sure if it's ready just yet. But I have so many cantaloupes out here, guys. Look how overgrown everything is. Oh my gosh. This is a strawberry bed. You can even tell. Squash vine borers are taking over my squash plants, but we've had so much squash I really don't even care anymore. I hate fighting them. All right. That big old watermelon. So when you're picking a watermelon, they say the best thing to do, which I kind of flipped it over and I wish I hadn't, but you got to look for that yellow spot on the bottom. You need to look at the stem here, and then is that first tendril dried up? And it is. I don't know. I might need to have my husband come out and look at that. You don't want it to go too long. It'll start to get milly. Okay, most of this is set up on drip irrigation, so I just have to turn it on. Everything but a handful of boxes is on drip. This behind me is my favorite part of the garden. This is the cucumber trellis that I've been begging my husband to put up for me for years and years, and this year we have raised beds, and so we finally did it, and it's so pretty. It's just completely arched with cucumbers growing all over it. Just ignore that high grass. Hopefully this weekend we can get to it. Also, this box right here I am so proud of. So this is all pruned tomato stems. So when I was pruning my tomatoes, I would just take those stems, instead of throwing them away, I just stuck them in this box. So I had broccoli in here from the early like late winter, early spring, harvested it. This was empty, and I just threw those stems in there, and they were super small and they looked like they were gonna die, and they are full on tomato plants that I actually need to separate out and give them some more space, but they are doing so good. They're so strong. If you grow tomatoes and you like to prune them, don't waste those stems. Give yourself an extended season with those stems. All right, so while everything's getting watered, I figured I'd introduce myself. If you are one of my followers, you best know me from my Amazon review videos. I do Amazon on-site videos where I review stuff and I put it on my storefront, and I just cross-post it to YouTube just to hope to make a little bit of extra money. But I'm Amanda. I'm a stay-at-home mom for the most part. This year I started cleaning houses on the side just so that I can contribute. My youngest is in my youngest had started kindergarten, and I just found myself at home with nothing to do, and I don't like that. So I started the Amazon influencer program about a year ago to help just with some extra income, and it was doing really well. And then I just kind of wanted to get out of the house, so I clean a couple houses a week, and the rest of the time I'm home out here in my garden or in my house. We have a small farm. We have chickens and turkeys and ducks and goats and a livestock guardian dog. That's who you saw at the beginning of the video. But I don't know how well this is going to do. It's just worth a try. It's very vulnerable to put yourself out on the internet, but I figure I'm already making videos as it is, and I'm putting those review videos out there, and why not try to make a little more out of it and see where it goes. So I have 3 kids and I'm married, and 2 of the 3 kids are teenagers and they're not sure if they really want to be in it, and that's totally fine. And my 6-year-old, I'll ask her. I don't know. You may see my kids, you may not. This is a morning in my life before 7 a.m. If you'd like to follow along and see if I can keep up with it, hit the subscribe button and let me know if you're growing a garden this year. Hope to see you next time.